Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here, and for some reason, on my pause screen, you can hear random tire screeching for no for no apparent reason. Anywho, welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 2. We are locked in quite an interesting battle here between us and the guy that's in front of us, because we decided that it was time to use our first pit stop. Unfortunately, because things were getting a little bit ugly, he actually pit about, what was it, 3 or 4 laps before we did, which is actually going to benefit us in the long run here because of the fact that he's going to have to pit more times than we will. So eventually it'll end up panning out in our favor, but for now it doesn't look so hot because he's got a pretty sizable lead on us. But do not worry, I shall remedy that eventually, because he will have to pit again well before I have to, because our next pit stop isn't going to be until probably, you know, lap 20, 21, or 20, 22, maybe the 22 to 24 area possibly. So he will definitely be pitting, it may be even 2 times before then, because if he's you know, going in there every 8th lap or so, we're gonna have quite the advantage. This is the one spot here that it gets me every time. But now that we got some new tires, it does make this a lot easier to catch up, so that's always a good thing. By the way, do I have a story for you? Something that happened earlier today. I thought it was kind of funny and completely stupid, by the way. This just shows how douchey people can be sometimes. Okay, so I'm at work today, and my brother stayed home. He stayed home from work because yesterday he had some bad chorizo. So you know what that means when you get the bad chorizo running around rampant in the old Cologne, also known as your colon, the old shit shoot Magellan. That means that he was getting it from both ends. He was having the old salad shooter extreme, also followed by a puking rally of the ages. So he stayed home, and because he lives really close to the store that I work at, he wanted me to, you know, drop him off some stuff for his stomach so that, you know, he could stop feeling so damn bad. So he lives in this huge ass apartment complex. It's a pretty beefy looking place, and so, you know, I decided to go take him a delivery since it was, you know, kind of slow and we had 2 other people on hand. And so the way that I'm going to try to paint a picture here of what this place looks like so this can make a little bit more sense. So you pull in there, and there's like this little area right off to the right where there's like a whole bunch of parking spaces for cars. So I go and I park my car in there, and I go and I drop off his stuff, blah blah blah. So I go and get back in the car, and, you know, I decide I'm pulling out of the space, and I kind of like pull off, you know, off and to the right, and so then I stop. So I need to put my my headset on so that, you know, I don't get pulled over by the cops and get a supposed $1,000 ticket for, you know, being on my phone while I'm driving, because apparently that's how much it is for texting and driving now, or whatever. Even though I got a ticket for that, for being on my phone while driving, like 2 years ago, and it definitely wasn't anywhere near that. It was only like $225, so I don't really know what grounds they got to, you know, to apparently change the fine by, you know, over $700. I don't know if that's even real or not, because my friend just got a ticket for that the other day, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't for $1,000 either. But my mom told me this. I was like, you know, I don't think I believe you. I think that's a hoax. Because, I mean, I get it, you know, it definitely makes people not want to do that, but I still think that that's pushing it real good, like salt and pepper. But anyways, back to the story before I get distracted again from my story, like I do almost every time ever that I tell a story. So I'm pulling out and I'm putting my headset on, which only takes like 10 seconds, mind you. So I'm sitting there, and apparently there's this dude in a minivan that's sitting behind me that was waiting for me to go, and, you know, because it took me so long to do that, and I'm still 7 seconds behind this guy. It's just taking me so long, apparently. He's gonna pit in about 2 laps though, if we're, you know, forming a pattern here. But anyways, so apparently this guy was fed up with waiting for me because, you know, it was such a long time to wait. So he decides to floor it in his minivan. He decides that he's just going to slam on the gas. He's going to slam on the gas, and he goes right by me. And in doing this, he definitely almost took off my side mirror. Like, there was not a lot of room for him to do that. And like, I was getting ready to go anyways. Oh, I can see him now. So I mean, I was almost ready to go anyways. But he decided, you know, fuck this. I don't even want to wait. And so I'm just going to slam on the gas and go. And like, literally, he came within inches of hitting my mirror. And so, you know, and he goes, you know, speeding by, and you can see him a little bit, like, turning around and, like, throwing his arms up, like, looking at me like, oh, what the fuck you doing? Look at me. And then he keeps on, you know, he keeps, like, taking off, going, like, you know, 25 or 30 or whatever it is. I mean, we're inside of a parking lot, so it's not like he's really going that fast. So, you know, you know, that kind of pissed me off because I saw how close he was, and so I started following him because it's the same way that you have to go to get out. Damn, he increased his lead again. And so he, like, you know, he darts off, and he only goes like 150 yards, and then he goes and pulls into a parking spot because I guess, you know, that's where his apartment was. So I'm thinking in the back of my head, you mean to tell me that because you had to wait an extra 10 seconds, you go and you pull a stunt like that just to go another 100 yards? You know, God forbid that you wait another, you know, 2 seconds and then you can just get there. But no, we gotta play by your rules. And so, you know, I pull up, going my casual speed, whatever, and I see him getting out of the car. So I'm like, you know what, this little prick is gonna play the game that way. So I pull up next to him, and I put my car in neutral as I'm going by, and I kind of just like slam my foot on the gas really quick to rev the engine to get his attention. And he looks over at me, and I kind of look at him, and then I just flip him off and start, you know, driving away. And, you know, and all of a sudden, I look in my rearview mirror, and he's got, oh no, it definitely is gonna slow me down. I guess it's not that bad though. But, you know, like, I can see him, like, throwing his arms up, looking at me all disgusted, and he starts, like, jogging after my car, like, you know, like, oh, but you come back here and fuck you up, man. You come back here and fight you in real life. Because, you know, that's what everybody does. It's like, dude, are you seriously, like, picking a fight with me in an apartment complex? Damn it! Because that just ruined things for me. Fuck. Alright. Damn it. Well, that just screwed me up royally. That's gonna set me back another, like, 5 seconds or so. All that progress that I went and made over these last, you know, 4 or 5 laps or so have been completely tainted love. Gotta be kidding me right now. Oh well, he's gonna be hitting the pits here anyways, so we can make up some of that. That he inevitably will make up anyways because of the fact that, you know, he's just like that. I mean, I may not even pass him during this because of how much space he just, you know, recreated during that. So stupid. But it's like, really, you're gonna pull the whole, you know, apartment thug thing on me right now? You're seriously gonna pick a fight with me because you almost took off my side mirror from being a dick? It's like, you know, sorry that I made you wait a whopping, you know, 2.3 extra seconds to, you know, get your ass in gear. You know, because, you know, God forbid that I want to follow the law and, you know, not get a ridiculously large traffic ticket. Oh, sweet, he's stopping right now. Okay. Or no, he's not. Or maybe he is. I don't even know. That might have been him. It might not have been. There was somebody else that was in the pit during that experience. Nope. He definitely went for another lap. Well, that would mean by that virtue that he is going to pit on this next lap then. Not quite sure. I mean, at least I made up about a second of time back up during that stretch. Not going to be enough, though. Man, my throat's starting to get all scratchy again. This is what happens when I go work out, damn it. Every time I seem to work out, I always come out with a sore throat of some kind. I don't know why that is. It's like my throat's like super chafy all the damn time. And I know I'm not sick. I know I'm not getting sick because I just got over that, you know, twice last week. Everything's just a big, giant scat solo, you know? Just a big solo of poop. It's really weird that scat and you know, scat has two meanings that are literally the exact opposite. Damn slang. I mean, scat means like it's like a genre of music, and it also means shit. It's just like the weirdest thing. Slang is the weirdest. Is one of the weirdest things to me. I just don't understand how like words can have such polar opposites in meaning. Like just like that, for instance, or you know, or just like, you know, a word like fuck. You know, you think about it, the word has like infinite meanings. It's literally a word that can mean anything. It's like the jack of all trades for words. I mean, you can mean it to be, you know, something that's awful, or it can be something that's totally awesome at the same time. It's like, how does this even work? It's the weirdest thing. How do people, like, how is it that so many people can generally recognize a word that doesn't even have, like, a legitimate meaning and have them all recognize it as being kind of the same thing? It's the weirdest concept ever. Well, I made up a lot of that space very quickly. And yet he's still going. This guy is... He's trying to be the hero right now. I understand what's going on here. He's trying to be Superman right now. But it's not going to work. I mean, his little shenanigans are not going to do him a favor here. Oh, no. No. Wow, that was too close. Too close for comforts again. I'm thinking I might have to go to Taco Bell here pretty soon, because I haven't eaten since, like, oh, I don't know, like 2 o'clock, and I mean, that was when I took my lunch break at work. I would have eaten, you know, earlier, but because of the fact that, you know, I took this pre-workout powder before I, you know, went to go work out, it put so much damn beta-alanine in there that it just, like, totally obliterates your hunger, which sucks because, you know, after I work out, I kind of want to eat. I mean, that's like the perfect time to carbo load, but no. Mr. Beta-alanine says, hey, you know, fuck your hunger. I just want to give you energy, so, you know, fuck everything you're thinking. We're going to play by my rules. But I think that I'm eventually just going to say, you know what? Fuck your couch. You know, Hambone, Genesis, High School of the Dead, running down a dream on the 4th of July. Action right there. Man, I really made up all that space really quick. The part that sucks is that had I not spun out on, you know, 2 laps ago, I'd be ahead of him by a pretty sizable margin by now. That's what really gets the old go team there. No, do not. I think that he's gonna be ready to pit here pretty soon. Well, he's already going past his little grace period here, I think. I don't even remember. I think it was either 8 or 9. It was when he started heading in there. Oh, I think he's going to do it now. Yes, he is. Perfect. Awesome. Finally. Now we can build a lead here, because I've still got another lap or 2. I'm going to say probably 3, actually, before I really start going at this. Because he's going to start catching up to me pretty damn fast. The only thing I don't like about it is that when these guys get new tires, I mean, they're doing this crunch time. They're gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna catch up to him, no fucking problem, because I'm the computer. It reminds me of like Top Gear. That's what the computer, like the AI in this game, kind of reminds me of at times. They're like the computer guy in Top Gear, or the people in F-Zero. Like either one of those would be a viable choice. You can build an insanely sizable lead on those guys, but no matter how good you are, somehow they will always be in range of you, one way or the other. It like blows my mind how that concept works, but it does. Oh boy. All right, so what I'm thinking is I think that I might try to get one more solid lap out of this, because that's when my tires are going to start getting real bad. And I want to be able to at least, you know, have a decent, you know, at least a lead of some sort going out of this. Because if I try to stretch it out too far, he's going to get a big lead on me again. I want to see if I can try to get a little bit of comfort spacing out of here, so that, you know, I don't have to be trying to play. I'll have to try to play the giant game of Heinz here. This is always the part that gets me. Always the part that gets me. There we go. Yeah, see, we're starting to get Orange Julius up front there. It's gonna be a bad omen if we're not careful. Oh man, dude, my throat feels just like I'm like 140 grit sandpaper right now. I think that's the really coarse grind stuff. I don't even remember. Yeah, it's coarse grind, like it's a pot of coffee. I think that so I think the higher up the number you go for sandpaper, I'm pretty sure that means that it's finer. So I'm trying to remember what shop class was like in 7th grade. I don't even remember. That's how long it's been for me. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that it was like, I think that like 100 and 150 grit was like the really coarse stuff that you're supposed to use in the beginning when you're sanding stuff down. And then you get to like the super fine stuff is when you really want to smooth it out. No, 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 no. No, you don't. God, I've come to a complete stop just to do that. And I lost about a second doing that, unfortunately. Oh, God. Had to take a break there for a minute. Throat was really starting to hurt. I think this is going to call for some Sierra Mist in my future. That is like one of the ultimate sodas that you can drink that just like, it makes a sore throat go away. I don't know, maybe it's just because it has so much damn sugar in it, I couldn't even tell you. Or high fructose corn syrup, I guess. So that's kind of what they all do with those. It kind of sucks. Like, I wish that we could have the same soda that, like, Mexico has. Because apparently they don't use high fructose corn syrup. I'm pretty sure that they use, like, just straight up, like, regular sugar. Either that or they use, like, cane sugar. One of the two of those. And, like, it makes it taste so much better. But, you know what? I'm not going to argue with it. It's like, whatever. Okay. I think I might have to try to stretch this out to 11, or not to 11, to 22, which I'm going to definitely regret a lot, because he's going to catch me by then. He's gonna catch them all Pokemon style here. Come on. Yeah, he's getting close. Oh, you're dancing real close. I'll sing it real slow. You're making it hard for me. Boy, did I not know that when I was in middle school, that song was about dancing with a boner. Never had the slightest clue that that's what it was about. But then again, back in middle school, a lot of us were totally oblivious to things like that. It's like, oh, I wonder what they're talking about. Because I'm in 7th grade and I'm just, I'm just barely starting puberty, blah-blah-blah-blah-blah. Lo and behold. I love how this car's 4-wheel drive, yet it's still taking the brunt of the damage in the front tires. It's like you think it would distribute that a little bit more evenly, but apparently not. I mean, I'm not mad. I don't even know which car is his right now. That's the thing that worries me. If he's the one that's in the front of that little 2-man pack down there, this is going to be really bad once I hit the pit, because he's apparently a lot closer to me than I thought. I'm being the optimist here, the old Optimus Prime, and I'm hoping that he's the one in the back of that. Oh, God. I think that I'm going to have to just, pit on the beginning of 22. I don't think I'm going to be able to stretch this out any further. My tires are getting really, really bad. These things are probably more bald than a 12-year-old's vagine. And I'm probably going to go to hell for saying that, but it's true. I mean, how many 12-year-olds do you know? Because, people would actually know that. But how many 12-year-olds do you know that have like a full-on, laden George Bush? Probably none of you, because nobody should ever know that information. I'm just assuming because a lot of girls, at least, back in the day, because it seems like girls are going through puberty like way earlier than they ever should now all of a sudden. You get like girls that are like 6 feet tall and they have like a full, like they're starting to get facial hair and they're getting like super developed and all that stuff. Like that never used to happen until you were like 14 or 15. But now that's happening like super early now. It's kind of creepy, actually. Alright, let's go ahead in here. I couldn't wait any longer. We need to do this now, because I'm really hoping that he's not the one that's right there. But, of course, with my luck, he will be. He really will be. He's going to pass me right the hell now, and it's going to be game over, Lucille Ball. Yep, it was. It was. It's alright, though. We will catch him. For some reason, it becomes very easy to catch these guys after we get a full set of tires. And he's already worn his down just a little bit. I know that we're getting close to the time limit for this episode, even though technically I don't have a time limit, but I'm creating one for myself here. So when we get down to that little tunnel where we started this whole thing off, that'll be where I'm going to have to stop, because my throat is running out of gas. This thing is sitting on reserve right now. So Yeah, so I think I'm gonna probably go get my usual order. Oh my god, 13 seconds. That is all bad. That is, God, I didn't say stop all the way. Yikes. I think I'm gonna have to find a more productive way of, well, no, this is eventually going to work because, no, don't do that. God, I almost spun out again. Okay, here we go. I think, yeah, I'll get the usual order of like Nacho Supreme, 2 bean burritos, and maybe one of those loaded grillers in that Sierra Mist. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Alright guys, this is your host AMF1534 saying thank you guys for stopping by tonight and watching. Sorry that my voice sounds kind of weird. I didn't realize that I was going to be getting such a sore throat like this. I really hope it doesn't end up being worse than I thought. So yeah, I'm going to do that. You guys take care and I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.